there and see, man, how far you've come along as a unit since training camp, and here you are knocking on the playoff door, all those sorts of things.
Yeah, we got a long way to go yet, but yeah, I think that we've improved in some areas, and we've improved in areas that we've worked on. The guys have worked really hard at it. I mean, it's just been a lot of different. The season started off with a trade right before the end of training camp, so we had 24 or 5 days of training camp. And we had like a new team. James came in, and then we traded a third of the guys away from our 9-man rotation at the trading deadline. So you've just been kind of like feeling like you're trying to gain ground all the time. But it's slowly but surely, the guys who have been playing have been getting better. I think that Demo's gotten better from the early part of the year. James has gotten comfortable with what we're asking him to do, which has been different when he did it at Oklahoma City, and Chandler's gotten better. Jeremy's got everybody. O was fantastic in the game. So it just it's coming.
Kevin, because of the changes you talked about at the trade deadline, injuries that they have, does that render the first game against them useless as far as you looking back at it and how you get
render what game?
When you played them up there.
Indiana?
Yeah.
No, they just beat us up, and when got the ball, it didn't matter who was injured or wasn't injured. They had I think 14 or 15 offensive rebounds. They got a ton of balls in the paint, and Paul George put on a shooting exhibition. So had nothing to do with they beat us.
I mean, my point is you can use some of what happened there.
We'll find out tomorrow night if we beat them. We'll see we play better.
You mentioned the different roles a lot of your guys are in. How much of a concern is it, or is it not, that so many guys are playing many more minutes, much more responsibility than they've ever had, that kind of thing?
I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, is it ideal? Would you say, boy, you'd like to have a guy go from this role? You like to have stepping stones. And as I said earlier in the year, we were going to have a bunch of guys that were going to bypass 3 or 4 steps in the process and go from a guy like an O, who was a 12, 13-minute a game guy, to a 33, 34-minute a game guy. He bypassed the 18-minute and 24-minute and all those marks. James went from being a third option guy to a first option guy. He never got to be a second option guy, and worked his way up. And same thing. So we had a lot of guys that are doing that.
Is that why practices have been generally much shorter than early in the year? Or is that something you would do any year?
It's something you do, but I think that we're starting to understand a little bit more what we're doing. I think the guys are playing a lot of long minutes, and you got to keep them fresh for the game, but yet we still got to go over what we do.
What mindset do you think that team is playing right now regarding really more confidence and no fear?
I've seen growth in our team all year long, but this team, just because of kind of where we're at, we're prone to do a lot of up and down, and a lot of we have a lot of variance in our play. So we just got to try to get more consistent, and we got to just be better in all the little things. I mean, we had a game this year. I think we made 23 threes. Well, you can't live on that. You know what I mean? So, can we win a game when we make 3 threes? So it's just being more consistent, and that's what we strive for all the time.